Hi again. Right now we're going to make the wheel support from our beginning CAD mechanical class, CAD Mechanical 1. So this support's a little different. It's got a couple of things that I've got to figure out how to do counterbores and stuff in it in Fusion here with you for just a moment. So I'm going to actually be playing from the hip here. I'm going to be using my knowledge of SolidWorks and Inventor and AutoCAD and a few other programs to see if I can, sort my way through this. So bear with me for a few minutes. And this is, like I said, this is for our students to figure out how this all works. So I'm going to start with drawing on a plane. I'm just going to start on a basic plane, and I'm going to try to orient this support the way it would really be oriented on my page when I set it up. So first off, I'm going to set up a circle right here. Now, this circle needs to be 1.5 inches in diameter, okay? So I'm going to drop it in there. Now, I need a line that's going to sit up here somewhere. I'm going to just throw it in up here. Horizontal line, 0 degrees. Okay, good. Now, that's going to represent my bottom of my support, okay? You'll see what I mean by in a minute, because this thing actually is going to come down straight here and then come to a tangent point there and then straight down here and tangent to that. And I've not really done much in the way of tangents with Fusion yet, so this could be highly entertaining. Let's put a dimension on here real quick. Okay, from here to the very center, and let's see if it'll let me do that. Good. That distance right there is supposed to be 2.375 in reality. Now, the distance across this right here is actually only supposed to be 3.25, if I remember right. Yeah, that should be right there, which means that the distance from here to this endpoint right here should be half of that. Now, in my brain, I'm thinking, let's see, 1.5 plus 1/8, right? So if I go 1.5 plus 1/8, that's 1 5/8. Okay, that should center everything. Now from here, I should be able to do a line that goes from this point here. Now I'm looking for a tangent mark. I've got one right there. Let's try it again on the other side. Line from right here, get it to go tangent right there. Good. I have not trimmed in this program before, so we're going to try that in just a moment. But I'm going to put in the circle that is the hole through the middle, and that is a 1-inch diameter hole. Now, where's my trim? That's collinear. That's my trim right there. So if I trim this, that should all work. Okay, let's try this out. So I'm rotating him out, and I'm going to use the press pull. I'm going to pull this shape right here. There he is. And that is supposed to be 3/8 of an inch thick, so 0.375. Okay, everything's good so far. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to have the L portion, because this is an L-shaped bracket, come off right here. So I'm going to click on that. We're going to go right here, and I'm going to do a rectangle, not that. And I should be able to attach that rectangle to that point right there and that point right there. And that should make all my constraints dead right. Now, if I use the press pull again on this shape, now this is 1.5 inches minus 3/8 of an inch. So that's 1.125. At least that's what my brain tells me. 4/8 is a half, right? Good. So I'm going to do that. Hit my enter key. Now let's try a fillet here real quick. I'm going to go fillet, and I want to fillet that edge and that edge, and I want both of those to be a 1/2 inch fillet. So far, so good. So let's flip you over. Now I need a counterbore hole in the center. They share, they're concentric right here. The bore holes are. So if I go in here and I do a, well, let's see, how do I do a hole? Let's look at this. Does it actually have a hole tool? No. Bummer. I kind of wish it did. There's a hole right there. But how do I mark the hole? Well, let's try it. No, that's definitely not going to work with me. Cancel. So I click on that surface. Can I create a hole in it? Nope, it's just going to reference select this. And if I select another reference, it is this one. Can I select another reference? I want to use that line as a reference. Well, let's see. What's half of one? Half of 1 1/8. Trying to decide how this reference point is supposed to work. Yeah, my brain's not liking me today. So if I take 1.125 and I minus from it a half, I get 5/8, right? Well, that might be in the middle. Let's look at my hole. His diameter. Can I do? There's my counter bore. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. I know that the through hole on this, okay, is 3/8. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to change that. I don't care what that is. I want this one right here, 0.375. Okay. I want this distance right here to be 0.625. And I want that depth on it to be all of 1/8 of an inch. Huh. It works. It's not the funnest thing in the world to use, at least right now. All right. Face. I want that face. And I need to select a reference from, say, here, 0.5. And hang on, I think it lined it up with that previous one. It did. And it used the same presets. Oh, beautiful. All right, so it looks like my hole tool is easier to use than I was expecting. I do have to do one more thing and this will be done. Actually, two more things. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do a sketch on this surface right here because there is a boss on this. So basically what happens is this needs to come out like so and finish that sketch. And I need 1/8 of an inch boss right there. Allows that to have a little bit of offset and relief when we're doing this. Now let's put some fillets on here. And I'm going to pick this surface here. That one there, that one there. All those are going to get 1/8 of an inch fillet. I was hoping, maybe not. I can't do it on that right now. Okay, let's try that. Fillet, if I can do that edge right there. And if I flip you around, can I do the opposite edge right here? Both those should be 1/8 of an inch. I don't know if it'll let us have it. No, okay, that's okay. So that's our support. Now again, I've only attached a material to one of these, but I should be attaching them to all. So I'll go in and attach the material and I'll just do a save right here as we've done 360 and we'll call it the wheel support. Okay. I guess our next trick is figuring out how to do an assembly. All right, so see you later.